LV55 Media LLC presents Private Investigations Read Alouds, a chronological scene-by-scene read-through of the Private Investigations Book 1 and Book 2 novel for the viewing community. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. The driver of a silver Lexus GX turns right off 7th Avenue onto Park Place. It's closely followed by a Canyon Copper Hyundai Santa Fe Sport, giving it plenty of space so as not to be spotted. After Sam makes his right on Park Place, he's forced to slow down while watching the Lexus, now 60 yards ahead, pull over and park. Sam immediately pulls over, parks, and momentarily waits. The only trouble being, there are two cars parked between himself and Herbert's Lexus. As Sam continues to crane his neck out the driver's side window towards his target vehicle, he suddenly observes Dr. Herbert Rivers walking down the grassy area of the park, holding a black leather briefcase under his arm. Sam is slightly slouched in his car seat, holding a pair of binoculars aimed at Herbert, who is sitting on the concrete wall of the walkway bridge approximately 70 yards away. Herbert seems fairly calm, viewing his cell phone screen, so Sam focuses closer on the thin black leather briefcase sitting right next to Herbert's leg. "What's in your briefcase, Herbert?" Sam mutters out loud. As Sam continues his surveillance, he observes Herbert briefly look up as several young skateboarders quickly pass by in front of him. Sam lowers his binoculars, looks at his watch, takes a deep breath, then lies his head back against the headrest and momentarily closes his eyes. But the sudden cawing from a group of crows talking to each other while flying in and around the park area alerts Sam to open his eyes just in time to see a slim, very good-looking female walking down the path from the opposite side of the park area. As Sam quickly focuses his binoculars on the woman, he notices she's dressed in a dark blazer jacket and skirt, white blouse, accented by a white pearl necklace, sporting high heels and carrying a letter-sized manila envelope in her hand. Sam scans back and forth, looking between the woman and Herbert, then on her, then him. When she finally nears where Herbert is sitting, Herbert taps his cell phone screen, places it in his jacket, and watches as the woman walks up and sits down next to him. After Herbert hands the woman the thin black leather briefcase, which is resting against his leg, she in turn hands him the letter-sized manila envelope, which he immediately slips into the inside of his jacket pocket. "There are 3 more test results in there. You can send them," Herbert says. "Hopefully one of these will work this time." The woman glances behind her before turning back around and scanning the general park area. She glances towards Herbert, then begins looking straight ahead. "I feel we're being watched, Herbert." "Are you even listening to me, Angela?" he responds in a frustrated tone. Angela quickly looks towards Herbert. "I heard you," she sharply replies before hesitating. "Herbert, I apologize. It's just that Elon is at his wits' end and Darius is really scared right now. Explain to them these are from 3 of the top labs in the country. This is all great, but what if it still doesn't work?" Herbert momentarily stares straight ahead while taking a deep breath. "Then we'll have to come up with something else." Angela frowns while looking towards Herbert. "Herbert, you okay?" she questions, causing him to scoff and hesitate, looking towards her. "Yeah. Why?" "'Cause you look like you have something else on your mind," she asserts. Herbert, smirking, waves off her accusation. "I'm fine. Don't worry about me." "Hey." Angela briefly takes her hand and places it on top of Herbert's hand, which is resting on his leg. "This is me, remember?" Their conversation briefly ceases when 2 young women pass by in front of them jogging. "I don't know. Something big is getting ready to go down at the hospital." "Like what?" "I don't know. You can't give me anything specific?" "No, 'cause nobody's saying anything, but I can feel it." Angela takes a deep breath. Glances around the general area again, then looks towards Herbert. Okay, here's what you do. Start taking notes, with dates and times on anything you observe that's going on irregular, and show them to me. Angela stands up, which prompts Herbert to stand. After a semi-prolonged hug, Angela lightly taps the briefcase. Elon says thanks, and as soon as we look through these, we'll be in touch. Call me if you need anything, he responds. Herbert momentarily watches Angela walk back up the same path she originally came down before turning and walking back up the grassy area in the direction of his Lexus. Sam continues watching through his binoculars as the unidentified woman arrives and opens the door to a gray BMW and enters. Sam quickly discards his binoculars, then pulls out his pen and notepad. He hones in on the BMW's license plate before quickly making an entry into his notepad. Herbert, I don't know what you're in the middle of, but now you got me right in the middle of your mess, Sam mutters out loud while slowly shaking his head. Sam pulls his phone from his jacket pocket, dials a specific number on his speed dial, and waits. Hi, it's me. Yeah, I just watched them meet. But something's not quite right. Sam focuses his binoculars again on the still parked BMW. Well, the first thing I noticed is that when she first walked up, they didn't act like lovers. They acted more like business partners or something. Sam lays his binoculars down in his lap and nods his head. Yes, she's very good looking. Marjorie, calm down. Listen to me. I just don't think Herbert is cheating on you. Sam picks up and looks through the binoculars again. Wait, she's driving away now. He places the binoculars on the seat next to him while continuing to speak. No, Herbert already went back to his car. No, they didn't park next to each other. Marjorie, this still doesn't all add up. Like I was saying, their body language tells me they're not romantically involved. Look, let me call you later. Sam ends the call, then places his phone back in his jacket pocket, then takes a deep breath before gazing off in the distance through the passenger side window for several moments. To learn more about Sam Aquino and the many other characters involved in these mysterious, intriguing, suspenseful, and coincidental fiction stories, purchase a copy of Private Investigations, Book 1 and Book 2 in one volume by visiting Dorrance Publishing, available both in softcover and ebook formats. Also available at Amazon Books and Barnes & Noble.